So how does one actually go about making a tower defense game out of the Lord of the Rings franchise? While there are moments in which a traditional tower defense could work, extending it to the whole story would seem out of place. But unsurprisingly, Glu have considered this obvious hiccup, and the solution was an altogether elegant one. Why not make the heroes of the story into towers? Instead of literal towers, each hero and incidental character is turned into an attacking unit that has a limited range, walking to meet the enemies directly if they use melee attacks, or shooting from afar if they are ranged. To even the odds, players can place obstacles into the paths of incoming enemies, redirecting them to choke points or areas being covered by your units, and super abilities can be unlocked for each hero to turn the tide despite your inferior numbers. Cash earned can be spent on either adding more characters from the story or upgrading the abilities of each unit. Each area of the game is cleverly designed to not only replicate areas depicted in key story points, but also to provide strategic advantages and disadvantages that need to be covered by the units on hand. While the Retina display is supported, it only really serves to sharpen the simplistic models and textures used by the game, and despite the small amount of units on screen, the frame rate was inconsistent and only worsened by the need to speed up the game at points. Outside of these performance issues, Middle-earth Defense is a surprisingly apt adaptation of the Lord of the Rings into a tower defense title, and only other niggling problems such as needing to manually target heroes to activate abilities hamper the game. Worth checking out if you can stomach the premium pricing. This has been Andrew with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.